It's a cycle instant test series powered by CTD, and it is Sri Lanka versus the West Indies. We are at Galle, and I can tell you that it is another pretty hot day, and we're looking forward to hopefully some very good cricket. Hello and a very warm welcome to wherever you are. And let's show you where this game is at the beginning of day 3. West Indies in a spot of bother. They're 273 runs behind. They're tottering at 113 for 6 after they came back quite strongly, dismissing Sri Lanka for 386. The spinners have been at work with Ramesh Mendis, Jaya Wickrama, and also Ambuldenia claiming all 6 wickets. So that's where the game is at the moment, and the West Indies having a daunting task ahead of them on day 3.
There he goes over the top. And that's the strength of a Jason Holder. He strikes the ball cleanly and powerfully, and he gets going this morning. Too short and gone through the fielder. That's poor work. A gift for the West Indies and 𝐒𝐒𝐈.
And on a good start by Sri Lanka. Ramesh Mendis pitching it short.
Again too short. And again a boundary. A poor first over from Ramesh Mendis. It's 129 for 6. The ball wearing, but it's certainly not wearing off the bat of Jason Holder. Lovely fluent shot which just emphasizes the quality that he brings to West Indies batsmanship in the lower part of the order.
See, that is the intent I'm enjoying. What a shot that was. Against the turn.
Oh, that's a poor ball. Dragged down. A freebie for Jason Holder. Hoiks it over deep mid-wicket. That's the first 6 of the West Indian innings. That's short and cut away to the backward point fence. 𝐒𝐒𝐓 has no chance of cutting that off. Another boundary to 𝐒𝐒𝐈.
If you restrict your back left, which means you're holding the bat very tight, and you're going to play the ball with hard hands, and that's what happened. Myers played the ball with the hard hands, couldn't get to the pitch of the ball, and what a catch to bring about the dismissal of man in form who was looking so good.
Dimuth Karunaratne, Superman, flying there at short extra cover.
Another bowling change. It's happening frequently. Used his feet. Hit the ball over the boundary line. That's a hit and a half, isn't it?
Yeah, first ball from Mendis back into the attack.
Easily caught. Oh, what another catch. Brilliant by Dushman Chami, the lanky fast ball at cover point. Equally to Dimuth Karunaratne's, this was magnificent.
Well, the Sri Lankan catching has been outstanding. Magnificent is the word. Two-handed catch. Holder goes for 36. 175 now for 8. That swung away on the leg side. That's a poor delivery. Ramesh Mendis have been dragging it down a little bit.
Oh, it's a dub catch. Reflection. 𝙷𝙸𝙶𝙷𝙻𝙸𝙶, generally a very good slip fielder at that time. Just missed out. End of the 65th over. West Indies 182 for 8.
Take a look at this. That was a wild swing. He was completely done by the flight. He was nowhere. He just dropped on him. And 𝙷𝙸𝙶𝙷𝙻 was grabbing thin air, going to his left.
Way too short. Way too short. And that ends the discussion about enforcing the follow-on. Well played again. This will run away once more. On the talk about his size and his lack of mobility, certainly he's lending bat to ball right now. Taking it from mid-wicket and clearing mid-wicket easily. The man back there was anticipating just for a millisecond that he would have had a chance, but only a millisecond. He'll find the gap again. Dive in vain. Boundaries continue to flow off the bat of Rakeem Cornwall.
Has a go again. That's around the corner. That's going to run away for 4 as well. Ramesh Mendes put under the cosh by Rakeem Cornwall. Off spinner against off spinner.
This could run away just to the left of backward point. And 100 runs in the session for the West Indies. Here comes Suranga Lakmal. Excellent campaigner for Sri Lanka over many years and many test matches. We're 1 over away from the new ball becoming due. Second new ball.
Well, that's a good move. To have your bowler loosen up for the new ball.
Miscued pull in the air and taken. So the introduction of Lakmal before the new ball has brought about the breakthrough.
Yeah, responded to the captain's call. Suranga Lakmal there. Surprised the batsman with the second bouncer at this over and got the desired result. Just miscuing that hook shot, and a very well judged catch from Ramesh Mendes.
The weather might be getting a bit gloomy. In fact, even as Shannon Gabriel reaches out there, he was looking up to those clouds, and he's probably saying a quiet thank you right now, because they're going to pull on the covers even as he was prepared to come to the crease with the fall of Rakeem Cornwall.
He got his wish, didn't he? Shannon Gabriel. Ever vigilant ground staff. Ground staff take no time to cover the square and also the ground. They're very efficient, aren't they? Wherever you go in Sri Lanka, the ground staff was excellent.
Well, they'd have to be, wouldn't they? Because sometimes the showers can come down here very heavily and in almost no time. This time around, I'm sure they're grateful that it's really just easing across the ground. So it's not torrential as yet, but it's getting there. And that's why the umpires took the players off the field, even with Shannon Gabriel maybe rather reluctantly treading onto the field to join Joshua De Silva. Might be the sort of weather for fishing, but right now, even with a bit of hazy sunshine, we are going to have a stoppage here.
Story of this game in a nutshell. West Indies still behind, 162 runs.
So is that the situation here as the showers come down? Not very heavy, and the fishing craft head out. We'll head out for a little while, and as soon as things improve, we'll invite you back here with us at the Gol International Stadium. Unfortunately, not good news for prospects for play for the rest of day 3 at the Gol International Cricket Stadium, Sri Lanka versus the West Indies in the first of 2 test matches here at this venue, the 𝐖𝐄𝐒 series powered by CBD. We're certainly hoping for play to resume in mid-afternoon after the stoppage, half an hour after lunch, but the rain just kept coming. Not torrential, but the sight of the umpires, it's never a good sight when the umpires go towards the players' dressing room, and there's umpire Palya Guruge indicating to the West Indies team that there'll be no more play on this 3rd day. The West Indies put up a good fight. Sri Lanka, of course, disappointed. Dimuth Karunaratne, a rueful smile on his face, recognizing the inevitable as umpire Kumar Dharmasena gives him the news. And of course, for the coach Mickey Arthur, he would have been keen to have as much play as possible on this 3rd day to press home Sri Lanka's advantage. But the West Indies put up a fight, as I said, 113 for 6 overnight. And then we saw Jason Holder together with Kyle Mayers in a partnership of 63. And then more resistance from Rakeem Cornwall and Joshua De Silva. And it was the dismissal of Cornwall just as Shannon Gabriel was walking onto the field, the last man, that the shower started, and we haven't had any play since then, and play has now been called off officially for the rest of the day. The West Indies 224 for 9. The one wicket not going to the spinners was the last one to fall, that of Rakeem Cornwall, taken by Suranga Lakmal in the 80th over, with the second new ball now due. The spinners Jayakrama and Mendes dominating, together with Embledenia and Dhananjaya De Silva. So this gives you the overall situation. Even with the time lost, there's still the prospect of an interesting finale going into the last 2 days of this test, weather permitting. West Indies trailing at this stage by 162 runs on first innings with 1 wicket in hand. Let's hope for better weather tomorrow and into the last day on Thursday. We'll be starting a bit earlier to try to make up for the lost time tomorrow, or with 15 minutes added in the morning session, 15 minutes in the afternoon session. Our coverage is scheduled to start at 9:35 local time. Let's look forward to better weather and the contest continuing here at the Gol International Stadium. Farewell, everyone.
Was an MC turning on the heat. Then I heard a drummer bar blessing with a beat. Then another brother hit me with a funky bass line. DJ on the side, now we're killing at the same time. Hip hop, it will never be the same. Peace to the old school, they made the game. Then disrespectful kids with no shame fucked up their game cause they live for fame, making hip hop the object of hatred by senators. With cast out to fight you and bite you like predators. But still, I nigga never quit. Cause when I'm on the stage, I know this shit will be a hit. They kill hip hop, so now it's time we resurrect it. Exhume from the ground and raise the pillars and erect it. Deflect any forces that come and try and topple it and show them how it's meant to be.